Hello everyone and welcome back to another Warcraft 3 gameplay cast with me, Thendis32. We are on the pretty much right after WCA, literally the day after. What a great tournament it was. Lots of upsets, a lot of surprises. Not gonna spoil it anything in case you have not watched it yourself, but it's definitely something you might want to think about watching. But my 100 subscribers special is over. I hope you enjoyed all those specials. Some weren't as good as I thought. Some were a lot better than I thought. But now I'm going to go back onto my usual schedule of casting solo and free-for-all. So let's introduce our players. Spawning as the Orange Undead, we have Lex. And his opponent. Spawning as the Purple Night Elf, we have Hunter. Night Elf versus Undead here on Ancient Isles. And already Lex sending out that early Ghoul Scout, pulling back the creeps, trying to get a cancel on that Ancient War. He is not able to do it though. This replay sadly does not have any observers. But this is the replay of the week on War 3 Arena. Usually I don't do these replays because Back to Warcraft takes care of them. But since they were busy in China, I figured I'd take a little bit of the workload and cast the replay of the week. But right now, Lex continuing to pull back the creeps. It looks like he is, in fact, doing a ghoul build. In fact, he's going to fast tech. He's getting the Necropolis. Basically, when Night Elves get the Necropolis, it helps them get food without using up wood, which is a sign they're going to do some form of fast tech. Necropolis is actually pretty cheap. It's the cheapest of all the mains, only costs 255 gold. So this is going to be a little bit weird. Meanwhile, Hunter is going for that standard Demon Hunter first. Couple wisps being pulled to repair. The Ancient Award does live, but more and more ghouls being produced. We do see the Death Knight is the first hero choice for Lex. Alright, the Ancient War is going to start his creeping, pulling back the creeps. As long as that Ancient War doesn't kill anything, full experience will go to the Demon Hunter. Is my overlay up? Okay, good. That would have been embarrassing. Alright. Do you see more ghouls? Death Knight coming out. Toma Relics. I guess it isn't a fast tech, but sending out that early ghoul did mess with Lex's wood. So getting the Necropolis for the farm, I guess, isn't that bad. Death Knight is out. The shop's a little bit late. It looks like Lex is going for dual crypts here. Ooh. Double crypt. Maybe he's probably gonna commit heavily into a ghoul rush here. Does Peru have what it takes? Is he going to play too gritty? Is he going to actually build some archers here? Is he going to scout? That's the question. What does he scout? Alright, he's sending in the Wisp Scout. He sees double crypt. He sees double Necropolis, so he knows what's going on. So in his mind, he's probably got to get the stuff going. He's starting his second Ancient of War. He quickly rooted his to produce archers, so he is preparing himself for this ghoul harassment. Lex selling his TP, picking up a rod and dust and pulling some ghouls here while producing more. And this is going to be interesting. Hunter moving out with his Demon Hunter here. Going to try to get some harassment done. The Acolytes are pretty exposed. There is a Nerubian Tower, though, to slow down the Demon Hunter.
Is complete.
DH going to run right on in. Reveal being used. Not sure why or where. Did he have a wisp somewhere? Okay, he had a wisp at the lab. I guess he wanted to reveal. But Lex is here with this strong ghoul force. That's 7 ghouls. It's got a lot of ghouls here. 3 archers are here to defend. Meanwhile, Demon Hunter is running back. Not sure what else he can do here. Gonna have to micro some wisps. Maybe put the weaker ones in the Entangled Gold Mine. So far, no wisps have gone down. And Hunter feeling confident enough, he's teching the tier 2. One was forced to dispel, does take away the skeletal minions. Alright, teching could be good or bad. We do see a mana burn onto the Death Knight, who went on Holy Aura first. Alright, Wisp hacking, it's getting hacked and smacked. Ghoul does take one down. So far, only 2 Wisp have gone down. Lex continuing to hold up the pressure. He has tech to tier 2, so he's not fully committing to this. Maybe he might want to do a Garg transition after this. I'm not really sure. Another mana burn going to go down onto the Death Knight. And the Ghoul's going to try to get a cancel on the Moonwell. This will supply cap him if he doesn't. Actually, it won't supply cap him. I miss having observers. But the Ghoul going to be microed back. Wisp not repairing at the Moonwell, not sure what he's doing. Meanwhile, this Ghoul continue hacking the Moonwells. And Lex continuing to hold the pressure here, but Hunter's not doing that bad job of holding. He's got quite a bit of Moonwell juice. Wisp gonna dispel onto the skeletal minions. More and more Ghouls coming in for Lex. The Death Knight is taking quite a bit of damage here. Dust of Appearance revealing that archer. She will go down. Alright, more skeletal minions being formed from the rod. The Ghoul gonna get microed back. Does not live. Level 3 on the Demon Hunter. And Hunter doing a nice job. Meanwhile, while he's teching, he's about 3/4 of the way there. Lex himself 3/4 as well. And we do see the graveyard. So I wonder if he's gonna transition the Fiends or go for Gargoyles. He already has the 2 Crypt if he wants to go Gargs. If he decided to go for Crypt Fiends, I would think he would want to unsummon one of the Crypts. I would think. Alright, but it looks like Lex will be backing off, so Hunter did manage to hold him back. His Hunter's Hall is pretty late though, so he will have a little bit of time before he can build the Ancients of Lore. Meanwhile, Lex is at tier 2. Do we see a second hero? He does not have enough wood. He's very low on wood. So he's probably had a long time before Ghouls were even mining. Or chopping, I guess in this case. And meanwhile, we do see the Naga Sea Witch is the second hero choice for Hunter, as he's going to creep away at Lex's Null Overseer camp. And Lex is kind of behind here, I would say. Even though the game looks even, Hunter's definitely ahead. He's starting to get one Ancient of War, more than likely another. Can he afford it? He cannot afford it. He just needs a little bit more wood. Alright. Death Knight gonna pick himself up some boots of speed here. And we do see Gargs, so Lex going for Gargs. Usually you see a solo Death Knight with the Gargs. So I'm not sure if we'll be seeing a Lich. We might see it later on, depends how late this game goes. Alright, but the Ghouls and the Death Knight going in. Looks like they're going to try to get a cancel on the shop. And Hunter going to TP right on into defense. Shop not even canceled as there is no Wisp. So a little bit of a mistake by Hunter there. Alright, we do see the first 2 Gargs out. You really need a good mass of Gargs for them to be effective. And usually what undead players will do is they'll put them over the tree lines and try to snipe some Wisp. Maybe get a cancel on the Ancients of Lore. Very annoying for the elf to deal with. Very annoying. I guess I could turn the sound up just a wee bit since we're no longer hearing the rally point spam. Demon Hunter with double gloves of haste makes him a very, very fast attacker. But we do see that double Ancient Lore. Still no tech to tier 3. Meanwhile, no tech to tier 3 either for Lex. As usually with Gargs, you either get a late tech or you don't tech at all. Oh, and a nice reveal by Hunter here. Does scout Lex creeping out the Merc camp. The super duper item from the Red Drake is Scourge Bone Chimes. Not that bad of an item with the Ghoul-based army. So very nice by him. More and more Gargs being produced, and it looks like Hunter's gonna try to go in for the Creep Jack. We'll get one Garg. Fort Lightning going down from the Naga. Frost Arrow gonna slow down another Ghoul. So nice little harassment by Hunter there. But Lex with the Death Knight continuing to hang around. Gonna try to get another cancel on the Ancient of Wonder. Will get that cancel immediately. And Hunter's starting his tech up to tier 3. More and more Gargs coming in. There's the tech to tier 3 from Lex. Alright, so both players, surprisingly enough, aren't that far, what's the word? I guess difference in tech. Hunter's just a little bit ahead. Alright, more and more Gargs coming in. Hunter continuing the run around. Right now, I would say he definitely has the map control. I don't think Lex has that decent mass of gargoyles to take a head-on fight, but what I am surprised is why he's not harassing at Peru's base with these Gargs. I think that's what he's going to do now. See, it looks like he's going to move out with them. We can see what units here he's taking control of. as we are technically watching as that player. Like, I could technically turn on the auto camera, but there you go. But it's not exactly that great. It was a nice system to have back in like 2003. But looks like Peru Hunter gonna keep around. Does not want Lex to get much damage done in his base. And this shop's still trying to be produced. It is keeping Hunter from getting his staffs. He's gonna keep him from getting his orb if he can't get it up by tier 3, which is just about to finish. Meanwhile, Lex moving in with the gargoyles. One wisp goes down. Very nice. Not dispelled either, so more experience to the Death Knight. Meanwhile, Lex almost at tier 3. We do see the Slaughterhouse coming in, so he might try to do a Garg Desi composition army, maybe transition in the Fiend Desi, you never know. Usually once you commit this much in the Gargs, you don't transition. But there's a lot of tree coverage here for Lex's Gargoyles. They are moving away. It is keeping Hunter from creeping. Naga's still not level 3. The DH is at level 3 though. So that level 2 mana burn's gonna be very nice. And Lex gonna try to creep out the Red Drake, get the other super duper item, which is the Rune Bracers. Oh, but he's not picking it up. Lex isn't picking it up. Mana burn onto the Death Knight. Death Knight gonna get focused down. And he's actually getting blocked and surrounded by the creeps and everything. Lex losing his Death Knight there. Level 4 on Hunter's DH. Lex did sell his TP at the start of the game. Looks like it bit him in the back this time. Death Knight gonna be resurrected at the altar. And we do see a Lich as the second hero choice. And Hunter did get the Rune Bracers as Lex never did pick it up.
Summoning is complete.
Slaughterhouse is finished. Meanwhile, Hunter at tier 3. Still no bear training. He's going to stick with this Dryad-based army. Meanwhile, we do see Obsidian statues coming in for Lex. More than likely the Destroyer upgrade along with it. He needs 75 gold for that. As he's getting Gargoyle Stone Form and Ghoul Frenzy, which makes those ghouls attack very fast. If you ever played StarCraft, it's kind of like Zerglings with Zergling speed. Kind of like that thing. One Moonwell gonna get cancelled. And the Wisp getting killed too. Now the Gargoyles chasing after these Wisps. And Peru is kind of getting his economy messed with here. Demon Hunter will be staffed back to the base. With the Orb of Venom, he will be able to shoo off these Gargs. These Gargoyles aren't that tanky. They are not that tanky at all.
Research complete.
Alright, Death Knight is back out. Lich on the way. Ghoul Frenzy now finishing up. And it looks like Hunter gonna go in for an attack here. It's currently 49 supply for Lex versus 48 of Peru Hunter. Alright, gonna try to focus out on the crypt. Try to stay on the outside. It doesn't matter what race you are, even undead. You never want to push it into an undead base. It is a very hard base to push into. Alright, does Lex have what it takes to hold this back? Fort Lightning going down onto the Gargs. One drag gonna be staffed out. Death Coil going down onto a Garg. And it looks like Lex will be losing one of his crypts too. Statues are out. Demon Hunter getting focused, but at the same time, so Death Knight. Death Knight's getting very focused. He can buy a healing potion at his shop, though. Lich is back out. Will we see a Nova? The Demon Hunter using a healing potion. Gargoyles focusing down the Dryads. One goes down. Level 3 onto the Death Knight. Now the Demon Hunter getting focused down. And Lex will be able to push Hunter away for now. We do see the Orb of Corruption on the Lich. Boots of Speed getting switched off as well. So not a bad hold. More and more Dryads being produced by Peru Hunter. Picking up another healing pot for his Demon Hunter. Right now it's currently 49 supply for Lex versus 47 of Hunter. And it looks like Lex is going to try to creep out the red spot. Let's see what super duper item he gets from the Troll Warlord. But Hunter's Wisp did scout that, so he knows what's going on. The super duper item was Mana Stone. Very nice item. Increased mana regeneration for Lex's Death Knight. Oh, but Hunter going in for the Creep Jack. Dryads focusing on the Lich, who just gets level 2. Alright, Naga going in. Ghouls as well. Abolish magic onto the skeletal minions. Coil Nova onto the Naga. Quickly using vulnerability potion. Stone Form going to be used, denying that Fork Lightning. Alright, another Nova going down onto the Naga. Gargoyle is coming back out of their form. And the DK coiling the Naga. Takes her down, using the Mana Stone for it. And Hunter going to back off here for now. Another Dryad gets taken down. More and more Gargoyles being produced by Lex, apparently. Dryads focus him down, but at the same time, Gargoyles focus him down. Dryads do take extra damage from the piercing attacks of the Gargoyles. Mana Burn going down onto the Death Knight. Dryads getting focused down one by one. Level 4 in the Death Knight. Lich very close to level 3. Alright, there's the level 3 in the Lich. That does mean level 2 Nova. There it goes, right on top of that Demon Hunter. There's the coil as well, and Peru Hunter gonna have to back off here. It's 31 supply for Lex versus 33 of Hunter. Alright, Naga being resurrected at the altar. Level 3 will take some time here. How much gold and stuff does Hunter have? Not that much. In fact, he's suffering from the wood. It must have been from all those wisp snipes that Lex got. Alright, meanwhile, we do see a second slaughterhouse coming in, so it looks like he will be making a transition, get more destroyers into his army comp. Alright, and Pendant of Energy, Lex getting some very nice items, although it does give more mana for the DH to possibly Mana Burn. And Hunter, very close to level 5 Demon Hunter, so he will soon be able to Mana Burn for 150. Long Range Coil sniping an Archer here. And this Null Warden should give... Okay, I was wrong. But the Null should give level 5. There it is.
Summoning is complete.
Alright, double Slaughterhouse is up. We do see Abominations being produced. So double Slaughterhouse A-Bomb. And still no bears in Hunter's army. He's going to stick with the Mass Dryads. And if a bunch of A-Bombs can come out, those Dryads aren't going to do very well. Alright, Lex continuing to creep away, getting his heroes up in level, getting some items, maybe expanding in the future. He can certainly afford it, but he's only at 39 food, so he's probably got to think about massing up an army, aka the A-Bombs. Alright, Abominations coming in, more and more being produced. Those A-Bombs going to fill up the supply very quick, as they are very expensive food armies. Alright, Naga is back out. Staff preservation on her. Scouting skeleton getting caught out. Lex just making sure that Hunter's not going to try to go for some weird expansion. If your opponent expands, you definitely you got two options if your opponent expands. Either you counter expand or you try to kill that expansion. It's really as simple as that. More and more A-Bombs. Lex pushing into that high upkeep, 55 supply. Meanwhile, Hunter also at high upkeep at 52 supply. So far, it's a pretty creep-heavy game, but Ancient Isles does not have that many creeps, as Hunter is creeping out the last red spot in the game. In fact, it's the last creep spot in the game. Except for that one. But we will have to see what the super duper item will be from the Forest Troll Warlord. The super duper item is Healthstone, not bad. Naga gets focused down pretty heavy. She can pop it as if it was a greater healing. And it increases her health regeneration by 1 point. But so far, Lex just sitting his base, massing up those A-Bombs. And getting the disease cloud on him, which does work on Dryads, as it technically does not count as a spell. More as a disease, I suppose.
Our gold mine is nearly empty.
Oh yeah, I forgot to check that. The main gold mine's starting to run a little bit low, so players might want to think about expansions in the future, or otherwise they're going to have to end this. And for all you Back to Warcraft fans, Hunter picked himself up Muddy the Mud Golem. Was a very nice slow ability. Although it can be sucked up by destroyers. I'm not sure if he got the Desi upgrade. And we see meat wagons coming in. Lex is really preparing to siege down at Hunter's base, who is at mass A-Bombs, so Dryads do take extra damage from the siege of the meat wagons. It's gonna be strange. +1 attack on the way. And when the Night Elf base runs out, he can of course uproot his Tree of Eternity and slowly walk him over to secure another mine. Lex supply capped. A little bit of a mistake there. So right now it's 67 supply for Lex versus 60 of Hunter. Hunter with the Dryad Merc Archer composition, where Lex has the Garg Abomination statues. Ooh, and an invisible Demon Hunter. Ooh, so Hunter does see this attack coming. He could start processing in his head. How is he going to be able to hold this? How is he going to be able to beat this? Because this is looking like a pretty strong undead force. It definitely looks like the perfect army to counter what Hunter has. He's starting to build some defensive Ancients of War. He's starting to get the defense going. Lich going in. Gonna pick up an Invuln pot. No, I'm gonna pick up another healing scroll. We got double healing scrolls. Meanwhile, Death Knight with the Pendant of Energy, Mana Pot, healing scroll as well. So 3 healing scrolls here for Lex. Whereas Hunter does not have any scrolls. He has some pots on his Naga, and the Demon Hunter has pots as well. Alright, Ancients of War uprooting, eating some trees. More and more defensive Ancient War is being produced here. Forgot meat wagons are affected by disease cloud too. Even the shop getting caught out here. And I'm not sure Hunter has what it takes to hold this back. Demon Hunter from behind gonna try to snipe away at the meat wagons here. Fort Lightning going down from the Naga. Meat wagon's trying to get micro back, but DH doing a lot of damage here. Invulnerability potion being popped by the Demon Hunter as well. Hunter really wants to get rid of these meat wagons. Can you blame him? Alright, invulnerability potion worn off, but all the meat wagons are gone. Level 4 in the Lich as he gets mana burned. Ancient of War slowly walking their way over. Fort Lightning hitting on the A-bombs, and Hunter pushing Lex away, actually. They didn't think he'd be able to. Alright, but the Tree of Eternity is uprooted as the main gold mine started to run out. Another Fort Lightning hitting the gargoyles. Alright, now the mana burning in the Naga using the Invuln pot and the Hellstone. Very last second, she was about to die. Another mana burn hitting the Lich here. Abomination going down. And it looks like Lex is going to back off, who is at 51 supply, whereas Hunter is down to 49 supply. Tree of Eternity looks like he's slowly going to walk himself over to the other base. Lex sending his acolytes as he has a haunted gold mine on the way. So both players definitely going to expand here, but wisely by Lex. He knows that Hunter's main gold mine's out too. He probably knows the Tree of Eternity is coming over. So if he could cut the path to it and maybe kill the Tree of Eternity, that'd be a nice cutoff. But Hunter's not going to let that happen. He's definitely going to guard this. As if he loses Tree of Eternity, that's going to look very bad for him. Alright, Lex going in again. Coil Nova onto the Demon Hunter, taking a lot of damage. He does have a healing potion though. Fort Lightning going down. DH can use the healing potion. Oh, and there's a lot of Ancient War here. Another coil. And DH quickly running away. But Lex cannot push into this Ancient army force. Defense of the Ancients, says the Night Elf. Alright, another Dryad getting caught out here. Good sniping of units here. Alright, Hunter with the Scouting Wisp does see the Entangled gold mine, but right now his main priority is getting his gold mine. The Ancient Wars pushing away Lex for now. I love this Ancient strike force of the Night Elf here. I like it. It's like that scene on the Lord of the Rings movie where all the trees are pissed off and attacks that tower. Alright, but the gold mine is up for Lex, so he is starting to get gold again. So right now things are looking good for him, but it looks like he's going to try to ditch this attempt. Hunter will be able to get the gold mine, but it will take some time before it can get entangled, which is time that Lex can use to try to get the advantage, get some damage done here. Demon Hunter going out, scouting about. Gotta be careful with him. Even though he has a healing potion, he can quickly get nuked. Mana burn onto the Death Knight. Coil hitting the DH. Not really hitting for much. I believe that's only a level 2 coil. Yes. Ooh, but the Death Knight 1 kill away from level 5. Level 3 coil would add just so much more nuke damage. Alright, Tree of Eternity rooted. Tangle Gold Mine on the way. Alright, now both players so far doing well. Lex hasn't really needed to spend gold onto the defensive. He's been very offensive, keeping the Night Elf at his base. Alright, Coil Nova hitting the DH, taking a lot of damage. We'll be able to back off. Fort Lightning from the Naga. Oh, almost got an Abomination surround on there. Alright, Stat Preservation switched off to the Demon Hunter, staffing the Naga away. And these Ancients of War keeping Lex at bay, but another Coil Nova hitting that Demon Hunter. Hunter's got to be so careful with that DH. He has no more potions. I don't even think he has a shot to buy potions. He did lose it in that siege. Shot being rebuilt. Alright, Death Knight sucking on some mana pots as he dropped the Pen of Energy, getting every little bit of mana he can. Moonwell's going down. Hunter gonna get supply capped if he loses another one. Alright, so Hunter now supply cap, 45 over 40. Lex doing a great amount of damage here. Alright, Fort Lightning going down. We do see more meat wagons being produced. Alright, Coil gonna save the Abomination. Even with the Nature's Blessing upgrades, sadly the Ancients of War are quite slow. Even the Ancients of Lore are being uprooted. But both players are back onto 1 base income. We do see more and more meat wagons being produced by Lex. Demon Hunter gonna pick up an invisibility potion. Oh, but the coil! Oh, Dust of Appearance being used. Death Knight has enough mana. Oh, and the coil! Oh, but the Invuln pot. Nice dodge there by Hunter. Oh, man. I flipped out for nothing. Alright, more and more meat wagons. Whereas Hunter's not really producing an army here. He's still supply capped. He's very low on gold. But he is starting to build those Moonwells. But Lex looks like he's going to take a nice siege position with the meat wagons. Alright, Fort Lightning going down onto the Naga. Frosto slowing away at that fat chunky A-bomb. Alright, Coil hitting him. Hunter needs the hold. This is his last chance for income. If he loses his last mining base, it'll probably be GG from there. Alright, Lex going straight on in there. Doesn't even care. Another Fort Lightning from the Naga. DH, at the meantime, gonna kill at some Acolytes here. Death Knight hitting level 5. These Ancients of War being a nice tank here damage, but the meat wagon's still reaching the Dryads from behind. But Lex gonna back off for now. But the DH tagging very fast with double claws. Hacking and smacking away at that gold mine. There's no Necropolis, so Lex can't TP. Doesn't have TP in a way. Coil Nova hitting the Naga. The Ancients of War going down. Then the Death Knight gonna chase down the Naga, but he does have mana potions. Coil Nova does take down the Naga. And the gold mine's still up, so Lex can reproduce the Acolytes. The Demon Hunter of Hunter coming back in to try to defend here. There's 58 supply for Lex versus 31 of Hunter. Mana burn onto the Death Knight, who's getting focused out quite hard. Nova going down into the Demon Hunter. Oh, but the healing potion switch off to the Death Knight. Mana burn onto the Lich. Alright, mana potion being used. Death Knight coiling the Demon Hunter, but the Demon Hunter still chasing down the Death Knight. Another Nova, and the Death Knight goes down. Oh, and the DH gonna get away. Hunter almost at level 6. Oh, if he can get level 6 and get Metamorphosis, he might be able to turn things away as he lost most of his army here. Alright, invisibility pot being bought by the Demon Hunter. Is he gonna try to snipe the Abomination? He uses the info pot, level 6. Do we see Metamorphosis? Yes, we do. Metamorphosis going in. Oh, but he doesn't want to get surrounded. Nova going down. Oh, and this Demon Hunter is doing a lot of damage. We do see Chuck Norris. But at the same time, Hunter lost his Tree of Eternity. He does have enough gold to reproduce the Tree of Life. Meanwhile, at the same time, Death Knight not being resurrected. Lex lost quite a bit of gold with all those acolytes going down, and Hunter's sending in his army to snipe away these acolytes. And Hunter's still very much into this game here, as he did a lot of damage, but at the same time he did take a lot. And then Metamorphosis Demon Hunter is pushing away. Sadly, his timer is almost out, so you gotta do as much damage as you can, and hopefully he can survive until the cooldown. Lex gonna start on summoning some buildings here. Probably to get enough gold to get his Death Knight back.
Our forces are under attack.
But oh man. Metamorphosis has worn off, but the DH still pretty strong. Nova going right down onto him. The Lich is not that tanky, especially without the Death Knight there to coil him. Alright, Death Knight being resurrected at the altar, but at level 5 will take quite a bit of time. Alright, another Nova hitting the Demon Hunter. The Lich is out of mana. Alright, Demon are gonna chase away the Lich. Meanwhile, do we see a Tree of Life? Not sure why we don't. Oh, he can't afford it. He must have spent his gold on some. But the Lich getting focused down. DH gonna run right on in. Mana Burn takes down the Lich. Oh my gosh, this is not looking good for Lex. Can he try? He tried to get a surround on them. Oh, that's why he did. He spent the money on the Mug Golem. Naga is back out into the fight. Oh man, Lex, I don't know what he can do. The Demon Hunter getting focused down, but the staff switched off to the Naga, so he can't get staffed away. More unsummoning on the Necropolis is here. And Lex can't do anything about these elf heroes. Staff preservation gonna put the Demon Hunter, but he's just gonna heal up with some Moonwells. He has 3 Moonwells. Max, yes, only 3. Death Knight almost out. Everything being unsummoned. All the production buildings. So these are the last army units that Lex will have. He still has his Haunted Gold Mine, but he can't safely get any acolytes to it. DH almost at level 7. Yeesh. So that would mean level 3 evasion too.
The pact is sealed.
But the Death Knight is back out for Lex. He should have enough gold. Yes, we do see the Lich being resurrected, but a level 5 Lich gonna take some time, and Hunter gonna slowly hack and smack away at this Haunted Gold Mine, denying any chance of mining for Lex. And I think he's gonna let it go down. He has no choice. He can't push away at those strong elf heroes. So when it looked pretty shitty for Hunter, he did bring it back. I don't cuss often, so that's how you know it's serious, Kappa. I think Lex is gonna wait for his Lich to come out, maybe try to go in for another attack. This might be the last attack of the game. I'm not sure what he can do about this. Meanwhile, Demon Hunter with another invisibility potion. Hunter really likes those invisibility potions. Maybe see if he could snipe a unit. Doesn't look like there's much to snipe here. Skeleton Scout making sure that the... Oh my gosh, Metamorphosis is being popped! Coil going down to Demon Hunter. Alright, Hunter gonna push in, focusing down that Nerubian tower. Another long-range coil gonna hit that Demon Hunter. Might as well throw away the mana before it gets burned. Fourth Lightning onto the A-bombs here. And the Death Knight getting focused down. And now the altar getting focused down. And can the Lich get out in time? Acolyte gonna try to repair. And vulnerability potion being popped by the Demon Hunter. Oh man. Oh, this is gonna be close. Nagi getting focused down as well. And the altar getting killed. Oh, but now the Death Knight getting focused down. The Naga getting stabbed at the last second. But the Demon Hunter getting pretty low. Oh my gosh, this is so close. Death Knight, he has enough mana for a coil. He's gonna try to go for the coil. Oh, he gets the coil, and he does. Level 6 on the Death Knight, and Hunter leaves. Oh my gosh, Lex won that. Oh man. If you like this cast, subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you want to watch me play Warcraft 3, follow me at Twitch at Thendis32, and I will catch you guys later.